Hello everyone, today is Friday, September 14th. It's 2:52 p.m. You can see my computer clock here and the date and time. And on my right is the time in sales, the E-mini S&P trading at 2903.75 at 2:53 p.m. So it's a pretty good day for the auto trader today. And so this first chart, as you can see, there's no trading signals here. But what is here is fantastic signals on the indicators here, particularly this long trade and then this short trade. There was a little noise right here, but when you combine a little bit of price action with these kind of moves, like here's a perfect double top, a top, a retracement, and then a test that made a lower high, and then it rolled over big time. So just beautiful looking signals there. And this is also the crude on a 987 tick chart, which has been super consistent. Probably, if you watch all the videos we made this week, this chart has been in them most of the time. And today was no exception. It had a total of 3 trades. It drew down here less than 100 per contract. This is trading 2 contracts. And then it caught this very excellent short trade in a small part of this long. And it hit its goal of probably 1,300, and so we had a couple of ticks of positive slippage here. So really nice going on the 987 tick, just a regular 987 tick chart on the crude. Okay, next up is the DAX on a 34 Heikin-Ashi chart. This first trade here closed at an equity high of about 375. Not an equity high, but it closed at 375 or so profit this first trade here. But it actually was about $600 or $700 here, about $750 maybe. And I was watching this because I was thinking about that if you just went for a $500 goal into DAX, you usually hit it straight away, and you would have done so here without any of these other trades. The goal on this chart is 1550, so it definitely hit its goal, but not without a little bit of volatility. So it had some winners and losers here. If I tighten up the equity graph and we look, we never really had a negative drawdown on this chart, but what brought us to our goal, we first made an equity high of a little over 1,000 right here with this really nice trade, and then we came back and it looks like this trade here pushed us to our daily goal. So all in all, pretty nice performance on this chart, the 34 Heikin-Ashi on the DAX. Okay, the crude oil on a Super Enco 7 tick, a single short trade here brought us to our goal of probably 1150 or something like that. 1,200, so a couple ticks shy, and that was slippage at our market order here. Okay, the DAX on a Super Enco 6 tick did 1,100 for the day. The goal on this chart is 1040, so it had positive slippage, but not without some volatility. Once again, we probably had an equity high of over $500 here in the first hour of trading right here, and then had a couple of losers, brought us down, and then we came back and managed to hit our goal on these couple of trades here. Okay, so I have 4 charts here that did relatively modest gains. We have the Dow on the 1597 did 260. The ES on a Super Enco 4 tick with a higher time frame did 137. The DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi did 237, and the ES on a 5 Enco did 187. Okay, the NASDAQ on a 987 Heikin-Ashi chart did 1,005, and our goal on this chart is 1,000. So looks like we had half a tick of slippage. Okay, the ES on a 2587 Heikin-Ashi chart did 512.50 today.
It drew down here about $50 per contract only, not that much. NASDAQ on a 1597 Heikin-Ashi chart had an equity high of 1,000 and then drew down with this loser, two losers here, and then recovered some to finish at 520. The NASDAQ on a 20 Renko chart had an equity high of about 800 and finished at 440. Okay, the DAX on a Super Renko 8 tick with a higher time frame filter did 712.50, and I believe it hit its goal of 750 on this chart. And then finally, the gold contract on a 233 Heikin-Ashi chart did 460 for the day. That's all for today's video. Thanks.